Good evening, and thank you for staying tuned to ETV Channel 50. You are welcome once again to Enugu This Week, a news program where we bring you events for the week around the cool city states. My name is Edeh. Let's take a look at some of the stories that made our news bulletin for the week. We told you that Enugu government evacuated confiscated expired goods from East Storeroom. We also brought you away the training of middle-level staff in state public service. In our news bulletin for the week, it was reported that police paraded Prophet 194 orders for alleged criminal offences. Let's now bring you these and more stories in detail. Remember, you can follow us on our social media handles on X at Enugu ESBS, Instagram, Enugu ESBS, Facebook, ESBS Enugu, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at ESBS Enugu 042. Now the detail. The Enugu state government evacuated from East Storeroom expired goods seized by the previous administration in the state. The State Commissioner of Environment and Climate Change, Professor Sam Ogu, who supervised the exercise conducted by the Enugu State Waste Management Agency, ESWAMA, said the goods confiscated, which were already decaying, include drugs, alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, beverages seized from pharmaceutical shops, shopping malls, supermarkets, as well as eateries and hotels in the state. According to Professor Ogu, environment officers who are usually on routine checks for quality control measures in safeguarding the health of the public seized expired products so as not to endanger the life of unsuspecting members of the public who buy such products without checking expiring dates. He described as a dangerous phenomenon sales of expired products by business owners when they know the dangerous consumption of such products poses to health. The Commissioner expressed the resolve of the state government to continue to initiate policies and programs that will help safeguard the environment. On her part, the head of Department Environmental Health, Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, Dr. Beatrice Asawa, assured sustained routine visits to malls, supermarkets, eateries, and pharmaceutical shops to stem the tide of sales of expired products. The Enugu State Head of Service, Mr. Ken Ugu, applauded the state government for the continuous training of its workers. The Head of Service, who was represented by Mr. Kelvin Ezugu, a director in the office of the HOS, gave the commendation during a one-day training for selected workers at Savicom office, State Secretariat Enugu. He said that the training, which was organized by Savicom office for middle-level staff in the various government establishments in the state, was aimed at improving the capacity of the beneficiaries in various fields to ensure effective service delivery in the state. He charged the participants to be committed to their duties by seeing the public service as a place to build their career, pointing out that a system without capacity building will continue to run down, hence the need for a continuous reorientation of officers. We told you that Enugu State Police Command paraded a 23-year-old prophet, Chinecherem Namoko, and 194 others arrested in different parts of the state for various offenses, including armed robbery, stealing, unlawful possession of arms, rape, as well as defilement, kidnapping, and cultism, among others. The prophet was arrested for allegedly abducting and raping a girl sent to him for spiritual cleansing. Exhibits recovered from the suspects include 10 AK-47 rifles, 37 locally fabricated firearms of different calibers, 67 live ammunition of different calibers, 25 vehicles, 25 tricycles, 15 motorcycles, and other incriminating items. Parading the suspect in Enugu, the Commissioner of Police in the state, Kanayo Ezubu, said majority of the suspects have been arraigned in court while others are being investigated. He further said the police have secured the conviction of 2 persons for abduction and announced serving 3 years jail term. He attributed the success recorded so far by the police to the diligence and commitment of security personnel, ensuring crime is reduced to the barest minimum. He urged the citizens to remain cooperative with the police, even as he advised the media to remain objective by maintaining accuracy while reporting security issues in the state to avoid creating chaos. On the issue of border crime in Nimbo Adani in Ozowani local government area and Amechi Dodo at the Kano East local government area, Commissioner Uzogu disclosed that he is in constant touch with other police commissioners from neighboring states to find possible ways of curbing criminality in those areas. While describing the issue of sit-at-home order by non-state actors as an aberration, he called on the citizens to go about their lawful duties without fears, saying that security agencies in the state are committed to the security of the residents. He urged those still in possession of illegal arms to surrender them to police, as anyone caught will face full wrath of the law. The African Development Bank and the federal government, through the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and the Ministry of Finance, disclosed its readiness to partner with the Enugu state government in the development of special agro-industrial processing zone in the state. This was in line with the promise made to the people by the Enugu state governor, Dr. Peter Mba, that his administration would establish SAPs in 3 senatorial zones in the state as a way of harnessing commercial agriculture, food production, and rural areas into economic zones. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Economy, Mr. Wale Edeh, who was represented by Dr. Akande Oyetola of the African Finance Institution, while leading the team to Enugu State, described their visit to the proposed over 1,000 hectares of land earmarked for the plot for projects as a preparatory mission to ascertain the level of preparedness of the state government for the landmark project. The Enugu State Ministry of Children, Gender Affairs and Social Development has expressed its condemnation of the violent assault on a young nurse, Ms. Blessing Obunna, by Oriokbo Masquerade on April 30th, 2024 in Nsuka local government area of Enugu State. The State Commissioner for Children, Gender Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. Ngozieni, in a press release, assured the public that the ministry is actively pursuing investigations through security operatives and relevant stakeholders to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to justice. Enugu State's Governor Dr. Peter Mba assured Enugu workers and pensioners of his administration's readiness to continue to prioritize their welfare and do everything within his power to make them happy. Dr. Mba gave the assurance through his deputy, Ifan Yosai, on Wednesday during 2024 Workers' Day celebration organized by the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress with the theme People First, held at Michael Okpara Square. The State Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Barrister Lloyd Ikebwe explained that Coast City Half Marathon has the potential of boosting sports tourism and improve the economy of the state. Speaking to newsmen, Commissioner Lloyd Ikebwe noted that winner of the event will take home 1 million naira, while second position will take home 500,000 naira, and third prize will go home with 300,000 naira for both male and female, while fourth to 20th winners will win 10,000 naira consolation prizes each. He added that Enugu State athletes who win prizes will be rewarded by the state government. The Enugu State House of Assembly constituted a 4-man ad hoc committee with a mandate to look into the issue of masquerade abuse and recommend ways the issues can be resolved. The ad hoc committee was set up by the Speaker, Mr. Uchogu, following a motion on the need to address the abuse of human rights, threats to life and destruction of properties by masquerades in the Nsuka West constituency and other related places in Enugu State. In the motion moved by Mr. Malaki Onyechi of Nsuka West constituency, who is the chairman of the House Committee on Chieftaincy, Culture and Tourism, said the motion aims to harmonize practices and rules of engagement in the practice of masquerade as part of cultural exhibition, entertainment, and commercial purposes in a way that safeguards parties from abuse. The motion is as a result of the event of 29th April 2024, where a nurse, Ms. Blessing Obunna, was assaulted by masquerade in Nsuka. It was also reported that the attack was vicious and left her hospitalized. The Nsuka West representative noted that it is a fact that masquerade is an integral aspect of culture and has potential for tourism and entertainment, but insists the activities must be regulated. Joseph Ohini, our House of Assembly correspondent, reports that in 7 prayers, Mr. Malaki Onyechi asks that the House set up fact-finding committee that would conduct a rapid assessment of practices and reports to the House their findings on the state of affairs regarding the way masquerade conducts their craft and the effects of their activities on the general public. And that is the much we can take on today's Enugu This Week. Remember that you can join us same time, same station next week as we keep you informed on the happenings within the states. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at ESBS Enugu 042. You can also follow us on our X handle at Enugu ESBS, on Instagram Enugu ESBS, Facebook ESBS Enugu. Thank you for staying tuned. My name is Steve Edeh.